What is going on, guys? Mobile Carrier News here, and this news is finally we've all been waiting for. T-Mobile is going to retire Sprint's 3G CDMA network in early 2022. Now, I honestly believe this is about time T-Mobile has done this because we are getting more further close to the future, where 5G and 4G LTE is, the future, and then eventually 6G and so on and so forth. So T-Mobile is going to shut them down and start replacing them with 5G and LTE speeds. They have already notified customers that use Sprint's 3G network still, and they're also business customers. They have until, I believe, next year to switch their plans and switch their business model and their licenses, because next year whatever phone you have, if it's Sprint's, regardless of the merger, if you have it with 3G, it's going to shut down. The phone's basically not going to work, and they're going to have to get new phones because there's no other way around it. They have to move forward. T-Mobile has made it clear they're not going to stay in the past or not going to get it done, because you guys know what happened to Sprint. Sprint, they were far behind and they almost went under until T-Mobile saved them. So that's what T-Mobile is going to do at the moment. T-Mobile wants to they basically want to give better deals to customers. So because they're trying to get, their customers to upgrade to the network away from Sprint, because Sprint's network is not going to be any longer. Their 3G is basically obsolete. Now, this is interesting. Very interesting. So they're going to start coming up with deals for Sprint customers. What they're basically going to do is they're going to give them better deal offers. They're going to give them a better phone service. If a customer wants an iPhone, they'll get an iPhone. If they want an Android phone, they'll get a better deal because there's multiple Android phones to choose from. They'll get maybe 50% off. They'll maybe get a free case. Anything to get them on a network, because the last thing T-Mobile wants is to lose a lot of Sprint customers. And even though they're going to have a lot of, customers lost, they still have access to Sprint's 2.5 gigahertz spectrum and their CDMA network to be replacing in 2022. So that's what a T-Mobile is trying to do at the moment. I was reading more into this article, and T-Mobile wants to get everyone ahead, make sure everything's keeping up to par, to speed, because they're moving very fast with this. They don't want to slow down and be fast. The reason I say this is because AT&T is going to shut down their 3G service by February 2022. However, I heard that's going to be delayed, and it's going to be very tough for them. So what T-Mobile's trying to do is they want to, as soon as January hits, they want to start actually switching those towers and shutting them off and actually converting to LTE and 5G, because they don't want to be lagging or delaying like AT&T. As we all know, AT&T is going to be, I believe, the last in 5G. And the last thing T-Mobile wants is to be neck and neck with them while Verizon just dominates to the moon. And then T-Mobile and AT&T will be just fighting it out, and AT&T could back up, and T-Mobile could be last again. So I believe this is a good one. T-Mobile's doing the right deed by shutting down Sprint's 3G service and converting to 4G, LTE, and 5G. Now, sooner or later, I've also noticed this. I noticed sooner or later, sooner or later, they're going to shut down their own 3G services. I don't know when they're going to do that, honestly. because eventually they're going to have to do it to themselves to replace it with 4G, LTE, and 5G, because we're going to the future of there. We're going to 4G and 5G, and then onward to 6G. Now what confuses me, or what I'm very curious about, is I was looking up their data plans, and for the Magenta Max plan, they have, I believe, 40 gigabytes of shared hotspot. 40 gigabytes. After that, it turns to 3G speed. When T-Mobile gets to the point of they're going to switch their own 3G towers and services to LTE, I wonder how that will affect T-Mobile's Magenta Max plan 40 gigabyte hotspot. I wonder what that's going to do, because you're going to be switching from 3G to LTE. So does that mean so there's not going to be any 3G basically? So what's going to happen to their plan? I'm very curious. Are they going to go just all unlimited and just go aggressive unlimited hotspot, or are they going to bump it up? I'm very curious how they're going to do, because first, right now they're dealing with Sprint's 3G network, and then they're gonna focus on their own 3G network. So I'm very curious how T-Mobile's gonna do it. T-Mobile is very smart on how they're doing this. You're going to get 200 million customers by this year. They're going to improve their network, and they're going to be replacing Sprint's 3G CDMA network and their own. So I'm very curious how T-Mobile will do this. I can't wait to hear more news about it. As soon as next year comes, I'll make a quick video to see how it is, and I'm honestly curious where they're going to be switching those towers. I honestly hope it's all the towers of 3G, and then they can start converting more LTE Sprint towers to T-Mobile towers. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you on the next video.